Alright, so developer update, but it's on mobile. Not gonna lie, I looked at this tweet. I almost thought this was for PC because I don't remember mobile doing this for once, but hey, I guess they're trying to go towards PC. So I just wanna share my thoughts of what all the update is there and give some of my insights if possible. So obviously they give an introduction and obviously it's just focusing on May and June, but most probably May. So the first part they talk about is new characters. So the line just says that within the next 2 months between May and June, they're gonna bring back some, characters which were lost during the migration. So that's why it says bring back. So obviously the first part says two original characters from one of our chapters. So okay, wait, who all are gone? So one is Stranger Things, Silent Hill, Binding of a Kin, Hour of the Witch, and Hellraiser. So out of all of those, obviously Stranger Things will never come back. So I guess you just forget about it at this point of time. So two original characters of 1 hour chapters. I'm guessing this is twins and LOD. And for new license killer, they just said new license chapter, but since it said new license killer, I'm guessing this is Pinhead. So most probably May, June, it will be twins and Pinhead. Obviously, the others don't fit because Silent Hill is a licensed chapter. So it was a licensed chapter. And another thing is Silent Hill is not yet on NetEase itself. So that's why it unless on 27, if the leaks are all right, maybe on 27 it may release on NetEase. But so that's why. And the other one is Michaela. Michaela is the original chapter, but it's not two in one chapter, right? She's only single survivor. So that's why I think it's, in my opinion, if I had to predict, this should be twins and this should be Pinhead. So yeah, that's that. Okay, another big point is the entity's treasure. Personally, again, I was triggered with what they have been doing since, especially the last 2-3 weeks. If you are not aware of the issue, so the thing is, the Red Riding Hood and now even the Neon Hag are supposed to be sinister stones because on the NetEase version they were actually stones. I can give you like a small, if you wanna like say summary about or what you should consider. So any cosmetic which has three variations, right? Silver, gold, and platinum. Of course, this does not include Sadako and Luigi, right? This because those are licensed. So any original character which has silver, platinum, and gold are supposed to be sinister stones. That's how it worked on the NetEase version. So example, the Red Riding Hood, Neon Hunters were supposed to be stones, and Fang, Kate, and Meg, which only had the gold version, like they didn't have three versions, like those were cells. But for some reason, within this last 2-3 weeks, all cosmetics have been going in the cells ones, and the Trap and David have not been updated for almost a month at this point of time. So obviously, they addressed that they will be adding customizations to the Forerunner connection, which is in short the Strap and David. So now in the Sinister Stone ones, you will be able to draw more. So my advice for you now is just save Sinister Stones until 27th when they pull out the next update. So start farming and saving Sinister Stones. One thing about this paragraph is this last line, which is weird. So it says, if you read over here, it says, however, limited time customizations will still require OX cells. Sorry. So the thing about what do I say? What the thing about these gacha or these exclusive mobile cosmetics is, the thing is, all of them are supposed to be limited time. Like on the original NetEase version, every single cosmetic that comes, it comes for 14 days and then it's gone. That's why if maybe some of you have seen some of my posts before I made up on the NetEase version, there was one update where NetEase allowed their players to vote for which characters they want to come back. So that was the point of that. But I'm not sure because if this line, according to this line, everything they will still do, they will still end up doing what they were doing these last few weeks. Every single cosmetic will end up going in the Orixel one because all of them are limited times. So I'm not sure what this last line actually means. I guess we have to see on 27th. All right, next is okay, quality of life updates and fixes. Of course, the biggest one, server and latency. Obviously, I don't have to tell you, but if you have been playing until now, you must be getting hit through every window palette. Even if you drop a palette, pre-drop a palette, sorry, you still get hit through it. Obviously, and the issue is because the entire global community is playing under one server, And if I had to guess, this server is located somewhere either in US or Canada. So unless you live near NA, you will experience bad ping. Even though your ping on your game might say 30 or 50, it doesn't matter because there's no dedicated servers. That's the issue with this. I mean, of course, yeah, they say they're working on it. They're gonna add some more on three continents. My guess might be maybe NA, EU, and maybe Asia, will be the other one. Like major continents. I mean, what the only weird thing about this point is that if you remember when the last update just hit few days ago, in the patch note it did say that they will be adding more servers, but obviously we all know that they didn't. So I mean, I'm not sure why. Maybe if they had like either acknowledged or like they didn't actually do it. So, but I guess like I don't know if they'll actually do it now because that's the issue. I'm like having like trust issues. I mean, forget latency issues. I'm having trust issues with the devs now because they said they'll do it, they didn't do it. Now again, they've acknowledged it, but I don't know. Hopefully, they'll do it this time. So, and next is okay, account migration customizations. Okay, I'm honestly surprised that this point is actually mentioned here because the example they take over here. I have been on like the seeing the Twitter. I mean, what the devs tweet and some of Reddit posts and even comments and all here and there on my videos. And the number one skin that people are really triggered by is this one. Like I have seen this skin being mentioned a lot of times. So it is. I mean, I should say maybe congrats to the people who actually pushed hard for this because the devs are actually gonna compensate you for this. So the issue is this skin. This is not the pre-registration one. I mean, this is the original one. So obviously, if you know that when the account migration happened, a lot of people lost skins, right? But for some reason, this one was also. I mean, people were not did not keep the skin, but for some reason, this skin is available in game, and it costs cells, right? So obviously, you must have been compensated with stones, which is not not fair because cells cost actual money. So I mean, all this says that you'll just get compensated if you have this skin. I mean, just as example, this one, but most probably it might be other skins also. So most probably you'll just get some compensation within your in-game mail. Okay, another big one. This is of course a bug. If you have noticed, especially if your character's prestige tree level 50, and if you keep leveling up other characters, you cannot get their teachables because all teachables have been locked. This is a big bug because this means that you can keep leveling up a character and you'll never get the teachables from the other side. I mean, my guess is why this bug actually happened in the first place is because uh, s- some of the features there are some new features in the leveling up the system. Like the most important one being that you can use your exp offerings without playing the game, right? Now, the thing is, this mini feature was a similar thing is in the NetEase version where you can level up. So what I think global devs did was they took some of those new prestige system features from the NetEase and tried to incorporate with the old one, and then it messed up and bugged the entire thing. So most probably, they just said that they're gonna rectify it. Oh, okay, and then this is for future. So if you're on the NetEase version already, you already know what this is. This is technically the new Prestige system. So instead of Prestige 3 level 50 being the max, you will be able to go all the way to Prestige 100. And another good quality of life of changes, if let's say you you buy Dwight, you unlock Dwight, you level them up to level 50 and you prestige them for the first time. So all of his three teachables will be available to everyone no matter what level they are. So it won't be like the old system where let's say you prestige right, and then you want prove thyself on Meg. On the current system, you would have to keep leveling up, and then you have to be lucky to get prove thyself in one of the choice of the perk. And sometimes you might not have great luck, and you might keep leveling up Meg, and you'll never get prove thyself. So this is a good this is a good thing. I mean, once the system is live, you'll see it for yourself. So I mean, that's it for the prestige thing. Another is a small, not a buff, but mostly are the mechanics related flashlights. I mean, I don't use flashlights a lot, but from some of our friends are saying that it's become a bit more difficult in this new version to use flashlights. So they're gonna help you. They're gonna make some adjustments so that flashlight you can be able to use it bit more quicker. So good for you, toxic survivors who want to just keep clicking. And now some up to some balance changes. Of course, this is the most important one. I mean, if you have played the game, it's almost a month now, and if you haven't been tunneled off and moried after the first hook, then you haven't experienced true pain, I would say. So of course, yeah, like they have heard this. This was actually not a bug, by the way. If people are wondering, if you're not a veteran player, this used to be what old movies used to be. Then they were nerfed on PC console. Then even on the old global version, this was nerfed. So it's not a bug. I've seen people call this a bug. It's not a bug. It was they just reverted to the old movies. So hopefully they plan to adjust this. I find this weird also because technically if I'm not okay, someone may correct me in the comments. I don't think on NetEase this has been patched, and on NetEase the game released in April 2022, so it means it's already 1 year where the NetEase players are still playing with one, Mori after first hook. So I mean, hopefully this will be adjusted. And yeah, last is the balance of maps. So I know this issue because, like I said, I have played the NetEase version. This bug has come from there. This double palettes on juggle gyms has come from the NetEase version. Actually, I don't even know. I have not played the NetEase version in like 2 3 months, so I don't even know if this has been rectified on the NetEase version. If it hasn't, that is why they say this. It will take a bit of time because if this hasn't been fixed on the NetEase version as of today as well, and since global is just taking code from NetEase, so that is why they have put this so that let's just play safe and just tell our community that it'll take some time for this. Yeah, and we will have more to share next month. So here they're just saying that they have acknowledged the issue, but I don't think this will be fixed anytime soon. And that's it. Okay, none others. Okay, they're gonna add French language. Of course, so you're a French speaker, good for you. And last is controller. Huh. I Okay, they didn't have to mention this point. I mean, actually, before even this new version, old version, global devs have already stated lots of times that control support will not be on mobile. I mean, I guess if I had to guess, a lot of people, maybe from console or PC, are coming to play mobile for the exclusive, skins. And I mean, I have had people ask me also as well on my comments if they're gonna add controller support. I guess a lot of people have been flooding the devs as well, so that's why they've addressed this thing. I mean, it has been stated before also, and I guess they're now stating officially again that they don't intend to add this. And yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, that's it. So, I mean, it's good they have addressed most of the issues, and even for the skins, they're gonna, I mean, the most thing I'm really happy is about the servers, and yeah, and the Moris because it's painful especially if I play like when I play solo queue survivor. I can't rank up. I can't reach rank 1. It's really difficult unless you swift with your friends. And yeah, of course, and the skins also. I mean, I'm thankful they at least addressed it, and they're planning to, update the stones one. But I mean, unfortunately, that means the Red Riding Hood and the Hag and Nia like lost forever in cells. So yeah, I guess that's it. And let me know what you guys think. Are you guys happy for what's coming up, or do you still think some other major issues should be addressed and all? And I'll see you in the next one.